Good morning and welcome to my channel. I'm on now to share with you my projects for this week's Spring and Mother's Day collab, which is organised by Kathy of Kathy's Favourite Things and Patti with Life with Patti. So we had to do this collab is over 3 weeks. So last week was our first week and we made memory decks cards. This week we're altering items and next week we're doing an altered hoop. There are other collaborators. I will leave everybody's link in the description box. So do go over and watch everybody else and see what everybody else has made. So last week I showed you I'd used the Cottage Garden collection and the Bluebells and Buttercups collections, which are made by Craft Consortium and Howes Couple Ditch and Craft Consortium. So I have continued with the same paper pads because they remind me of spring. So the first item I'm going to show you is a wall hanging, and I've made it out of a wooden serving board. Both my projects this week are very, very simple. I've not done anything fancy or anything, you know, out there or anything. So I've used one of these. These are wooden serving boards that we can get here in our pound shop. This particular one is from Poundland. And then all I do is I sand it back a bit so it roughs it up, and then add some gesso. If you don't have gesso, I think you can use acrylic paint just to give it a base, because that gives you then your primer to work from. So that's what I've used, is just a simple wooden serving board. And this is what I've made. As I say, I've not done anything too difficult. So first of all, I don't know if you can actually see that. You might be able to see it up there. I've used crackling mousse, which I've never used before. It didn't do too well on the sides, but it still crackled. But on the actual here, you can really see how it's crackled. The thicker you layer it, the bigger the cracks. The thinner you layer it, the thinner the cracks. And I've never used crackle paste before, and I used the Tonic Studio Nouveau Crackle Mousse, and the colour I've used is Celestial Blue. So I'm really pleased with how that's come out. So this is these images are from the Bluebells and Buttercup, and so I've cut part of a scene out again and used that down this side. And I had all great intentions to make up some Bluebells and Buttercups. So I sat on my Cricut and I made, well, I didn't make, the Cricut did, all these different petals to make up some 3D Buttercups and some 3D Bluebells, which I was going to put sort of down this side here. But I got to this stage and thought, I don't know if I want to add the Bluebells and Buttercups. It's very simple. It's nothing too delicate, you know, too difficult. But you can see the crackle mousse, you can see the colour of the crackle mousse, which looks really lovely. And then using these images, I have firstly cut these butterflies out of one of the papers. And the bees are from one of the decoupage sheets I didn't use last week. I didn't use the bees last week, so I had those left over, so I've put those in. And then all I've done is added a white bow. These images are so cute and so adorable. They would look lovely in a child's room. You know, a young child, like a nursery, or, you know, a toddler, sort of that age group. If you had a wall hanging like this. But I really do like the illustrations on this. So that was my first item, and that was using bluebells and buttercups. Leave me a comment in leave a comment in the comment box and let me know whether you would add the bluebells and buttercups down this side, because they will be 3D and they won't be flat, they'll be 3D, just to fill this side up, or whether you would leave it as it is there. I'm undecided, so do leave me your thoughts and then I can sort of take it from there. So that is my wall hanging. And then I covered a diary. This is a normal diary. It's a it's a 2021 diary. Has a hard cover. So all I've done is I took the covers off. I've covered them in papers from the Cottage Garden collection, because I have the Cottage Garden collection in 12-inch. So I cut down the papers and I've covered both front and back cover there. I then added some paper to the front, but I've also put a pocket here. So I've got something that will go in there to show you. So there's a pocket there, and there's the same. If I can get to it at the back. Oh, there we go. So it's at the back as well. So there's 2 pockets. You know, you wouldn't be able to fill them up too much, but you'd be able to put, you know, a couple of bits in there that you needed to remember. So that's the inside of the diary. And then these images are actually from the inside of the cover of the book, of the paper pad, because Hal's always puts images that you can cut out. So I cut out the potting shed, this lovely image of the wheelbarrow, and then these wellies here, and I've just added those on, and I think that's a beautiful notebook. Well, it's not a notebook, it's a diary, and makes such a difference. From it had a tropical image of a toucan on it. It just said 2021. So this makes it really, really pretty. So let me know what you think about that. So there you go. There are my 2 items that I've made, or I've altered, for this week's collaboration. So I've altered a serving board and I've altered a diary. I will leave everybody's links in the description box. So please do go over and say hi and see what everyone else has made today. Last week was brilliant, watching everyone's memory decks cards. And I'm sure this week will be just as fun. So that's it for me for now. Take care, stay safe. And hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.